Good morning, everybody. So it is Friday morning, and I'm stuck. We're gonna crash into this car. It's Friday morning, and you can see outside it's raining. It's like a light sprinkle right now. There's a sale that I was just at, and this is a Citywide sale. This sale, I don't know. I wasn't even really planning on going out today, but I did. They had a whole bunch of video games posted, but it was like a bunch of sports stuff. Nothing really great. So he said when I got here, like the Saturn sold and the N64, it had like a few really common games. So when I got here, there was other stuff here. Hold on, let me pull over real quick. There was other stuff here. Stuff that they had just set out and nobody else saw. So the first three, these, I mean, nothing special, but these are sealed. So they got to be, I'm sure I'm going to use these to recoup the money that I spent. So sealed, Miss Pac-Man, Jungle Hunt, and Solaris. Sealed. So that's freaking cool in itself. And then we got two Genesis games. Pretty clean too. Pitfall and Chakan. Pitfall's missing the manual, I believe. And then this giant stack, it's kind of hard to pick up, of disc onlys. There's some good stuff in here. There's a few Wii U games, PS3 games, just stuff that I could trade in, to get the money back. I paid $28 for everything, so that's a really good deal. Xenogears was in here, but only disc 1, I believe. There was 2 Saturn games. Just some really good stuff. Let's see. Here we go. Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Wii U edition. This one I'm excited about right here. DuckTales Remastered for the Wii U. So that one was pretty freaking sweet. Warriors Orochi 3 Hyper Wii U. Here's the Xenogears. Disc 1. Here's another one that's really good. This one is really good, and I have the case at home. Warcraft, the Dark Saga 2. Or Warcraft 2, the Dark Saga. That's a pretty hard one to find. Just an amazing amount of stuff in here. I think there was a Working Designs game, Sylpheed or whatever, on the PS2. And then there was a couple other good ones. Harder to find games. $28, I mean, and he said nobody looked through those, so that's why all the good ones were still there. He said he did also have Die Hard for the Sega Saturn, disc only, but he didn't bring it, so. But yeah, I didn't see very many other sales, and it is raining, so if I find something else, I'll let you guys know, but if not, then I'm going to try tomorrow. It's supposed to rain tomorrow as well, so I'll let you guys know if I find anything else. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday morning. So I went to a sale that said Super Nintendo games, and it seemed really low-key, and I've always done good on like low-key sales. Didn't really post pictures of the games or nothing, kind of like they just threw them in there. And I get there, and he sold all but like 2 of the Super Nintendo games the night before. He said the moment he posted the ad, people were flooding his email. It's cool. I still got something for $6. I think I can. Hold on. About to get an energy drink. It's too early, but for $6, I got Illusion of Gaia and Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Probably get the $6 back on Black Ops 2, trading it in, or however much the trade credit is. But I'm gonna go to a community sale, well, Citywide sale right after this. So. Yeah, hopefully it's not going to be, like, it's clear up here. I went up, up the hill, but if I go down, I think it's going to be cloudy and hope it's not raining, so we'll see. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, everybody, so back down to my area, and now you can see the clouds. Here's the sale. This is the first sale I stopped at. And this, I would just GPS the sale into the city that I'm heading to, and I saw a sign, so I followed it. Very first sale, and I got all this stuff. it's a lot of sports. I only paid 45 bucks, so that's fine. But there is 2 pretty good games in here. We got Zelda and Mario Kart, so pretty good. Now, I forgot to say, but the last guy that I went to, and he sold all the Super Nintendo games. He was listing off what he had. I mean, I didn't ask him, but he was like, "Yeah, I sold. These were the only 2 games left." He's like Illusion and that he had a Super Caesar's Palace or something, and he's like, the other ones we sold was he was like Mario Kart, Donkey Kong 1, and the other one, and then Chrono Trigger, and then another game. And he's like, my son knows all the titles because he emulates all of them, and he's like, Earthbound, and I was like, if that's serious, like that sucks, because he was selling them for $3 each. Oh well. This is pretty good though. 45 bucks, and it's the very first sale I hit when I get back down here. Actually, technically, it's like the very first sale because that guy, didn't even really set up. He was like late because it was like 6:40 by the time he opened his garage, and his sale was supposed to start at 6:30. He said he was gonna set up like hours later. But yeah, I'm on my way to another sale, so when I find something else, I'll let you guys know. Alright guys, another little find. I got a Yellow Light of Death PS3 for 10 bucks. So it's cool. The sale's back that way. I know how to fix them, so I just fix it and trade it in. I mean, I only paid 10 bucks for it, and the stuff to fix it is pretty cheap, so I actually have some left over from one of the last ones I did. So it's not a backwards compatible, and I would keep it if it was backwards compatible, but it's not. So all right, still going. I actually have a sale that I've been trying to get to, like map questing it, and I keep seeing signs and going to different sales. So there's another one. All right, guys, I'll be right back. All right, everybody, another sale. Right behind me. They had Xbox stuff like sitting out, just the Xbox system, and they showed me the games. And the first one I saw was
take the next right turn.
Oops. Star Wars Battlefront, and then they brought in a box of PS2 games, and Star Wars Battlefront 2 was in there. So 10 bucks for both of them. Not a bad deal. All right, about to hit another sale right now, so I'll let you guys know if I find something. I just got another pretty decent score here at the sale right there. For 3 bucks, I got 3 games, and you guys can see the one in the middle there, Final Doom. A little bit harder to find. It's complete and nice condition too, so stoked on that one. I'm pretty much heading home now, so it's starting to get pretty dark. So yeah, I'll get everything together that I got and show you guys what I have in here. It's a pretty good day for the weather. So, and if I do stop anywhere else, I'll show you guys if I find anything. Alright, see you guys in a bit. What's up, everybody? So, all done with the garage sale stuff. It was pretty good. Rainy day weekend again, so still some good finds. Now, off the bat, I know what you're thinking. Why is there another garage sale video on a Sunday? Well, I'm going to be switching the days that the videos come out. So, garage sale videos are going to be every Sunday, and swap meet videos are going to be on Wednesdays. Now the reason for that is I was like a week behind on each find, so that they weren't current the day, when they were coming out. So now you're going to see what I find from the day before Saturday and Fridays, each week on a Sunday, and then from the previous week on a Wednesday for the swap meet finds. So I think it's going to be better like that. So yeah, let's jump into what I found. I'm going to be showing you guys garage sale finds from Friday, from Saturday, and then I got a couple pickups I did, or a couple things that I got to show you from the week before. One of which is my trades from Pixel Vault Games trade event, and then also another raffle win that I did on the group that I'm on. Okay, so let's jump into it. So this first one, I'll you guys can hear it in the background. My family's being loud. Okay, so this first one, it was really gloomy and rainy out, and I wasn't really planning on going out, but I did. There was I only went to one sale. It listed video games, and they had a picture with like a Saturn, a bunch of N64 stuff, stuff like that. Now, obviously, when I got there, all that stuff was gone. But the games were just all common stuff. The best he had was like Mario 64 and Donkey Kong 64, and he said somebody PayPal'd him money for those two games. So I wasn't. It was whatever. Well, when I got there, the first thing I saw was this stuff. Now, it was his stuff and his sister's stuff, and this was his sister's stuff. So I paid $8 for these 5 games. So first, for the Sega Genesis, we got Pitfall and Chacon. I don't know if that's how you say it. Pitfall's missing the manual, and Chacon is complete. So didn't have that one complete. And then next, 3 sealed Atari games. We've got Solaris, Jungle Hunt, and then Mrs. Pac-Man, and this one has the hang tab still on it. You can see the seal right there. All 3 of them sealed. So $8, not a bad deal. And then from him, I asked him, because he was the one who had the Saturn and stuff, and I asked him, did you happen to have any other games? And he's like, well, I got a bunch of loose disc. So I was like, okay. So I looked, I was looking through them, and man, there was some pretty cool stuff. So this is the stuff that I had empty cases for. Now, first, these were the only 2 Saturn games. These are the not for resale Virtual Cop and Daytona USA. So I had extra sleeves for those. I had Daytona USA, but mine was all scratched up. But I didn't have the Virtual Cop, so that was pretty cool to complete that one. And then for PS2, we've got Virtual Fighter 4. That's complete. And then this one's pretty cool. Kind of a random find here because you don't see this game all that often. Limited Edition Ultimate Spider-Man. So there's the disc. The hardest part to find on this is the slipcover with Venom on it. So I've seen that crazy prices just for that cover. And then the last one that I was able to case, which is actually a really good one. I got this case from the swap meet, and it had like a fake game in it, a burned game, and but the case was real. Warcraft 2: The Dark Saga. So the game was actually in there. So now I got it complete. So pretty sweet. One of my buddies actually really wants it, so I'm probably going to be doing a trade for this, for something he has, like Super Nintendo or Nintendo. Okay, so let's get to the discs. These ones, these are the least amount that there was here. So there was 3 Wii U games there. One of them I'm really excited about. Warriors Orochi 3 Hyper. Tekken Tag Tournament 2. The Wii U edition. Oh, that one's probably... These games are nice, man. They don't scratch very easily. And then, the best one in there, it's not a very expensive game by any means, but it's cool to find it for the price that I did. DuckTales Remastered. So definitely stoked on that. I'm going to keep all the Wii U games. Next, there were some Xbox 360 games. Never Dead, Call of Duty Black Ops, Borderlands, and Grand Theft Auto 4. Kind of go through these ones. PS3 games. White Knight Chronicles. Family Guy Back to the Multiverse. That one's pretty cool. Armored Core 4. NBA Jam, which kind of trades in for a little bit at GameStop. And Grand Theft Auto 4. PS1. There's some pretty good PS1 titles in here. We got NASCAR. I'm not going to show you sports ones. NASCAR 99. Judge Dredd. Soul Blade. Tekken 3. Area 51. Gran Turismo. The Lost World Jurassic Park. Fantastic Four. This one is kind of sucks. Only disc 1 for Xenogears. Hold on, buddy. Okay, hold on. I'll be right out. Crash Team Racing. Rampage and 007 Tomorrow Never Dies. So that was the PS1 games. That Xenogears would have been cool if it was complete. Xbox, you know, it's not really anything but the best game in here. Tom and Jerry War of the Whiskers, which actually is almost like a $20 game. And then the rest, you know, there was Gun Valkyrie, Halo, Hobbit, some Lord of the Rings games. So quite a bit of games here. And then PS2, probably one of the better ones, a working design title, Sylphied. And then, oh yeah, Shadow the Colossus. It's a good one. Summoner. And then just, you know, a bunch of random common ones, sports ones. PS2 there was the most of. So I'm not really going to go through all of them. Nothing super crazy, nothing special. Those ones I showed you were the best ones. But yeah, all these disc games, $20. Alright, so that was it for Friday. Right when I was at that sale, it started raining, so I was like, that's it. Okay, so this next one, I usually never do this, but I had a really good feeling about this one. This sale listed Super Nintendo games. No pictures of the games or nothing. So it was like a hit or miss kind of thing. So I go up there, and it was a far drive, a little bit of a drive. Get there, and he didn't come out of the garage until like 10-20 minutes after he was supposed to start, because I got there really early and, you know, just plan on waiting. So go up to him, ask him about the games. He said he sold them the night before. He posted the ad and then was flooded with emails. Some guy came and picked them. He sold these games for $3 each. Now I didn't ask, but he was telling me the titles that he had. He said Mario Kart, Donkey Kong 1 and 2, Chrono Trigger, and then it took him a little bit. He was like, it was an RPG. My son would know, and he's like, Earthbound. $3. So if that's true, somebody came up on that one. Whatever, that's fine. So I got 2 games there. I don't know why they left this one for $3. This is a good deal. Illusion of Gaia. So got that bad boy for $3, and then Call of Duty Black Ops 2, just because it trades in for more than $3. All right, so after that kind of disappointing loss, I started heading back down, and there was a Citywide sale going on. So I Googled, or I went on Craigslist, and I found one sale, and I was map questing it. And I was on my way to that sale, and I found a sign, and followed the sign. Asked this lady, and it didn't seem like she would have games, but I asked her, and she was like, "Ooh, you're in the right place." And she brings out a big box, and it had Super Nintendo and PS1 stuff in it. So first, there was 2 PS1s, and not one, but both of them are the ones with the audio, the AV out parts right there. These variants of the PlayStation are harder to find. So now I have 3 of those actually. And then the controllers, there was a multi-tap for the PS1. I think only one of those had cables. And then there was 2 gray controllers, like a charcoal or black controller. And then this weird acai controller. Pretty cool. It's got the PlayStation logo on it. So those. And then Super Nintendo. Just needs to be cleaned. I mean, it's a little yellow on the top, but not too bad. Super Nintendo. Not broken or anything. 2 controllers. One of them is a Super Pad, and then one of them's a regular. And then the Super Nintendo games. Okay. There's actually a couple I didn't have in here. One in particular that I'm pretty sure I don't have this one. Shaq Fu, which is weird. But yeah, I didn't have that one. Ken Griffey Jr. Winning Run. FIFA International Soccer. SimCity. NBA Live 95. And Tecmo Super NBA Basketball. And then the best 2 in the lot. Super Mario Kart. And Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. And also, there was a couple PS1 games. You can see right here, mostly sports, but the best 2 in there is probably Namco Tekken 2 and 007 Tomorrow Never Dies. So I paid 45 bucks for that. Mainly because there was a lot of sports in there, but you know, the Zelda and the Mario Kart and the Super Nintendo itself, that was a really good deal. All right, next went over to this, you know, another sale. And this one, this is like a not too far away from that one, but a little bit. Asked if they had games, and they were like, "Oh, we have a broken PS2," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And he's like, "Yeah, you know, it's got the yellow light. It turns on when you try to turn it on." I was like, "Oh, do you mean a PS3?" And he's like, "Yeah, something like that." So he brings it out. It was a PlayStation 3. Just came with the cables. It does have the yellow light, but I know how to fix that. Really simple. 10 bucks, so not a bad deal. It's not backwards compatible, but for 10 bucks I couldn't pass it up because it's pretty simple to fix. Okay, next sale. I'm coming down to the end of the garage sale stuff. I walk up and I saw an Xbox there, and I asked them if they had any games, and they walked me over, and there was a couple games with all the movies. And this was there was three Xbox games, and this one was at the bottom of the stack. Star Wars Battlefront. This one, yeah, complete. And then I asked, you know, did you guys happen to have anything else? And one of the youngest kids there was like, yeah, I got PS2 stuff. And they kind of were like debating, like, no, you don't. And he's like, yeah, there's a whole box in there. And they were talking, and then he brought them out. I was digging through. Most of the games weren't in the cases, but one that was in the case, at the bottom of the box, Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the Xbox. So that's a pretty good one to be in there. It was like the only Xbox game within all the PS2 games that were in there. So $5 each, so 10 bucks for those. Great deal. Okay, last but not least, this one is actually pretty good. Harder game to find here. So I walk up and looking around, and I noticed, you know, I saw one PS1 game and like an Xbox case. So I was looking around, and there was three there. These were $1 each. We've got Command and Conquer, Red Alert Retaliation, Tomb Raider Chronicles, and then pretty hard to find game. I've never seen it in the wild before. It's not super expensive. I mean, it's anywhere from 20 to 30, which is still pretty good. But to get it for $1, that's pretty amazing. Final Doom. So definitely a harder title to find. Super stoked to put that one in the collection. Okay, so that was everything for garage sales. Now it's, you know, it was kind of raining on and off, pretty cloudy, so there wasn't as many sales for a Citywide to be out, but still, I think I did pretty well. Now let's jump into my other finds. So let's see here. First, this is a raffle win. Same thing as the last one. The tournament fighters on the NES. I won this in a raffle. I only had 2 spots, and it was 16 bucks total. So not too bad for 16 bucks. The raffle was for a bunch of NES games in the box, and you know, there were 7 winners, and I was like the 5th pick. So I got 10 boxed games. And the way they did it was, you know, they went in order, you know, one after another. So I didn't get like the best games, but I did get some pretty cool ones. So first we've got, and these are all complete, Bases Loaded, Bases Loaded 3, Al Unser Jr. Turbo Racing. I didn't have this one in the collection. High Speed World's #1 Pinball. Also didn't have this one. Palamedes. One of my favorite sports games ever. Base Wars. Super stoked to get that one in the box. And these are probably the better ones. Shinjin the Ruler. Jackal. The Guardian Legend. And this last one right here was actually my first pick. Because the other 2 games that I wanted already got picked before that. But super stoked to have this one. This is one of my favorite games. Gradius. So complete in the box Gradius. That's pretty decent. And you know, for only having 16 bucks in there, I'm really happy. Okay. This is from the trade event. Now I usually do these in the swap meet videos. Let's see how long this is getting. 16 minutes. Try to hurry through this. I usually put these in the swap meet videos, but since I was changing everything around, I actually lost some footage for the last swap meet video to come out. So that's why the next one you're going to see on Wednesday is going to be all fresh from this week. So, and then I'll throw in a couple things from, because I still have a couple clips from stuff that I got the previous week. So it'll be a mishmash. But once I get everything settled and going right, Sundays garage sales and then Wednesdays swap meets, it'll be good. But yeah, these are my trades, and these are some pretty good stuff. So let's see here. This was the first thing I got, and probably the best thing in here. I knew I was gonna get this. Armando had this at Pixel Vault, and I made sure I saved some pretty good stuff to get this. And I didn't have this game prior to this, so now I have it complete in the box. Demon's Crest. So I traded some Pokemon games, Mario stuff, pretty common stuff. I didn't have that much into this game in the box. I would much rather have this. So yeah, I'm stoked to have this one. Demon's Crest in the box. Okay, so the next thing I got, and I didn't get a lot. It was smaller this time around, but still some pretty good stuff. This was a couple buddies of mine. They had their booth set up right next to mine, and I was looking through their GameCube stuff, and they had one game there that I picked up. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance for the GameCube, $15. So not bad. This guy right here. So this one was next. Now this one was kind of a surprise. I'm over at my booth and I'm slowly starting to pack up, and somebody walks over and they pull this out. Mega Man 4. Now, it was just the box and all the paperwork. Every piece of paperwork in their manual, everything was in there. And he knew that, I was looking for this, so he brought it to me. And we worked out a deal. I paid $40 and I gave him a Nintendo game. Like more of a common Nintendo game, but not super common. So I'm super stoked on the deal. That puts me at 4 boxed NES Mega Man games. I only need the box and manual for Mega Man 1 and the box and manual for Mega Man 6. So I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, next. This one, I didn't know that these games were as high up in value as they are, but I guess they are. It's the Disney sports games. I guess the basketball one is the pricey one, but this one's still pretty up there. So for $20, and this is complete, I got Disney Sports Football. So pretty stoked to have that. I don't have any of the Disney sports games, so I'll definitely be looking out for these ones. I mean, I pretty much pick up almost every GameCube game I see that I don't have. So, and then from the same person, from a good buddy of mine, this was at the end of the day. He was bringing this in to trade in, and I didn't have this color variant, especially in the box. For the Dreamcast, the charcoal controller, charcoal see-through controller. So got this for $15. Not a bad deal at all. Super stoked to put it up there with the other two that I have. And then last but not least, this is like an ongoing kind of trade. I still got to pull out the stuff for him. I'm trading a ColecoVision and then whatever ColecoVision games I have, and then I also had like the Coleco add-on. Just because I don't really care about that stuff. I didn't have no money into them. I just don't really play anything that old. And I've been looking for at least the case and manual, because I had it loose, but I ended up trading the loose one to get that Demon's Crest. So now I have it in the case. Pokemon Soul Silver with the Pokewalker. So pretty cool. That was a pretty decent trade. So that was really good for the trade event. Now last, this was, I went back, to Pixel Vault during the week and traded some stuff in and sold some stuff to him, and I ended up walking out with these two items. So first, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Didn't have that one in the collection, so happy to add that one. And then next, pretty decent item here. Now I was missing the manual, but I already purchased the manual on eBay. Got lucky, it was the only one on there. So now I'll have it complete. Power Stone 2. So I'll change the front part on the case right here, and then put the manual in there when I get it, and complete Power Stone 2 for, I traded 2 Nintendos for it. I didn't have nothing into them, so I'm stoked for that. Yeah, that is everything. I mean, you guys see right here, it's still empty. I'm still debating on what I really want to do right there. Kind of got everything going. You know, I'm going to add the new boxed games to this shelf. That'll be pretty full pretty quick. So I was thinking maybe Super Nintendo boxed games or something like that, because I got them over here, but can't really see them, and I don't know. Well, I want to focus all the N64 stuff over here, so we'll see. I mean, I'll probably end up doing that. Put the Earthbound right there or something. So yeah, that's it's ongoing progress, but I mean, anybody who has a game room knows, you know, that stuff takes time. You want to set it up right. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys for this one. So thumbs up the video, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you guys next time.